In the 2016, 2020, and 2024 elections, farmers across the United States overwhelmingly voted for Donald Trump. Now, in 2016, that was not a good decision. In 2020, that was kind of dumb. In 2024, that was very stupid. Because at least in 2016, right, like, we didn't know what was going to happen, but we did know that he promised mass deportations and to build a wall, which of course would directly hurt farmers. In 2020, Trump had already had a trade war going for 2 years that cost farmers so much that it sent a record number of farmers into bankruptcy and caused the administration to have to send out billions of dollars in personal checks just to keep farms afloat. So in 2024, when Donald Trump was promising both mass deportations and more tariffs, you would think that farmers would have caught on by now, right? Like, hey, we got screwed the first time. We got screwed with the tariffs. We got screwed with the immigration thing. Maybe let's not vote for the guy who's promising to do all of that on steroids. But they did. And all of us across the country, of course, are paying the price for that. And these farmers are pissed off. Rightfully so. Like, you have every right to be pissed off if you didn't vote for Trump. But these farmers that recently spoke to the media did in fact vote for Donald Trump. And now they're trying to say that we didn't know this was going to happen. Let me read you a couple of these quotes. "We're just in such a state of shock. We just don't really even know how to respond to all this," talking about the on-again, off-again trade war. "We thought this was sacred and really untouchable," also referring to, by the way, cuts to the U.S. Department of Agriculture that stopped payments to farmers under a program that was started under Biden. So it's just quite a shock and very devastating. Everyone thinks all farmers voted for this, but we did not vote for this. Okay, great. You didn't vote for this. But I don't know what that means. Are you saying you didn't vote for Trump, or you did vote for Trump, but you didn't vote for this part of it? Like, I want a little more clarity on that. But anyway, another farmer who definitely voted for Trump said, "I know that this is the way President Trump believes he's going to create better markets long term. I hope he's correct. But my fear is that once you lose those markets to other suppliers, it's very hard to get them back." Oops. Now, here's what gets me. I have talked about the farmers ever since Donald Trump's inauguration. I talked about them before the inauguration because they were scared. The tariffs are going to hurt us. The deportations are going to hurt us. You know, all of this is going to be very bad for us. But in many of those interviews, both before and after the inauguration, which I have talked about extensively, most of these farmers, the ones who were asked, said, yeah, I'd vote for him again, though. There were literally other people who did say, I did not vote for this, who still said, but I would vote for him again. And the kicker here is that you did vote for this. You may be saying, like, yes, I voted for Trump, but I didn't vote for this. But the correct answer is, yeah, you did. Yes, you did. Two things Donald Trump was actually very honest about during his campaign. One, tariffs on everybody. Nobody should be surprised by the tariffs. I don't feel bad for anyone that voted for Trump that is now feeling shocked about the tariffs. He literally said he was going to do it. The media, economists, even conservative economists were warning you how that would directly impact you in a bad way. There is no excuse for that. You either chose to ignore it or you thought, well, screw the liberal media. You can't tell me what to do and how to feel. I'm going to do it anyway. You get what you get at that point. Same thing with the deportations. He promised that. He's doing that. That's hurting farmers. Y'all knew that was coming. It happened to you in the years between 2017 when he first took office and the end of 2021 when he left office, or the beginning of 2021. He did all these things to you before, and you voted for him anyway, and now you're like, oh no, it sucks again. Why didn't anybody tell me this would happen? No, we all told you it would happen. The best analogy I can come up with here is Donald Trump walked out into the woods, and not even in the woods. Donald Trump walked to the sidewalk and he put out a bear trap. And he said, "Put your balls in this bear trap. It's going to hurt like hell, but just do it because I've put the bear trap here. And if you love me, you'll do it." And we, the progressive media, hell, even the corporate media went out there and said, "Listen, folks, if you put your balls in the bear trap, it's going to hurt. Okay? This is not going to be good. There's no reason to do this. Like, keep your genitals out of the bear trap." And the Trump voters, like I said, these farmers that are now feeling the squeeze more than anybody, they said, "Cry more, lib." I mean, hell, I get those comments every day still from people that are hurting from Trump's policies. And in spite of the name calling, we still told them, no, please listen, don't put your balls in the bear trap. You can't tell me what to do. I'm sticking my balls in, and the bear trap immediately closes on them. And they scream and they whine and they cry about the pain that they are feeling. And it's kind of hard to have sympathy, right? We told you for months, don't put anything in the bear trap, but you did it anyway, almost just to spite us. So what are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to feel sorry for you? Are we supposed to, as Democrats, go and open the bear trap and let you out and say, hey, just don't do it again? Because some of these folks are literally telling us, I'll do it again. If I could go back and do it over, I'd still do it, even with the pain I'm feeling, even if my spouse was detained by ICE or other members of my family were deported. I'd still do it, they say. I get a lot of comments from people telling me, like, Farron, you can't have that attitude. You can't have the you get what you deserve attitude. That's not going to win anybody over to your side. Okay, you know what's also not going to win people over to our side? When they're literally telling us that, yes, everything this administration is doing is hurting me, and I'll vote for him again if I ever get the chance. Those people aren't winnable. All we can hope is that some of the people who, put themselves in the bear trap realize that, okay, I've stepped in the bear trap too many times, and every time the Democrats are the ones that have to come up and open it up so I can get out. Maybe I'll stop getting in the bear trap, which is voting for the Republicans. But they have to come to that realization on their own. Clearly, we're not going to be able to sit and have rational conversations and convince them otherwise. At least not in this format. I do think Democrats going out and doing town halls can have that effect on some people, but not most of these Republicans. Now, the other side of that, of course, is that the issue with the farmers is that the pain they're feeling from being in the bear trap, we also have to feel it too. Okay, they're not isolated. They are not an island. When the farmers feel the pain, that pain goes to our grocery stores. Then that pain goes to our wallets and our bank accounts. So we do have to protect the farmers. We do have to help them, regardless of who they voted for. So it's a bit of a sticky wicket, I guess, right? You want to tell people, we warned you about this, we told you what could happen, and you did it anyway, and you did it to yourself. That's at least what I would love to do. But in this particular issue, I can't do that. And I'm not going to do that. These people did get duped. But they still need our help because their pain is our pain. We are all in this together. I do get that and I do understand it. And hopefully these people learn. Hopefully they understand in the future, let's not put any part of us in the bear trap. We can avoid it entirely by just going around it. So we'll see. But I don't have the highest of hopes that these people are done putting themselves in the bear traps. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.